So this week at the movies, we also got Peppermint, which, watching this movie, I don't know why this was called Peppermint, besides a little connection to a memory before this moment happens, I guess. But it just seems like an odd name for this movie. And honestly, it's an odd name, but it makes this movie stick out. And maybe that was their intention. They were trying to make this movie stand out from, like, in terms of the name. So they called it Peppermint, which is a weird-ass name for this movie. So the movie itself, though, this is a revenge flick that Jennifer Gardner stars in. And watching the trailers, I was like, it looks like every other type of movie like this. But the thing I thought that was hilarious about the trailer was it started out like a typical Jennifer Gardner, like, rom-com or something. Like, it cracked me up that it's like, oh, it looks like 13 going on 30 or something, where it's all happy, it's all like happy and sappy. And she's talking to her daughter in the trailer like, yeah, you've got a big heart and you're gonna do good. And then immediately the Punisher starts, because it shows in the trailer her husband and daughter get murdered by a mob, or not the mob, these gangsters. And is that even the right term? Whatever. But it cracks me up that this literally does open, like, the trailer opens up in such a melodramatic, or not, in a really cheesy way, from like a typical Jennifer Gardner movie, like trying to pull people in who like those type of movies that she's in. And then it starts like The Punisher, where family gets killed at a carousel. Like, that was interesting. So before I even saw the movie, I thought, okay, this is gonna be pretty, even if it's good or bad, it's gonna be the same type of movie that these revenge type of movies are. And we already got Death Wish this year with Bruce Willis. And I'd say this is better than Death Wish, in my opinion, because this one was more... I felt like the acting was way better in this one than Death Wish. Like, Death Wish is not terrible, but it's like... And Bruce Willis was better than a lot of the direct-to-video shit he's done recently, but I think he still was kind of phoning it in. In this one, I can give this big positive, in that Jennifer Gardner, I thought, was really good in this movie. Really moving, really sincere. Like, I thought she felt like a legit badass in this movie. She really did great in this. And the movie overall, like I said, it's very what it is. It's very, very stupid. It's a very dumb revenge action movie. And honestly, I enjoyed this. No matter how stupid it was. I thought this was really dumb, but this was really fun. I thought Jennifer Gardner, in a couple moments, had some legit good, great acting moments. Like, I really love her as an actress, and I think that she really does good in a lot of her movies. And in this one, she, in a couple moments, like, throughout the movie, are like, wow, she is not sleepwalking through this. She is really trying hard to make this movie more legit. Even though the movie itself, like I said, is a really dumb revenge movie. And it's fine to totally see her come back as an action star again, because she wasn't like a big action star, but she did things like Elektra, which was not very good, the Elektra movie, but I liked her in it. She had more acting range in this one than Elektra, because her character in Elektra, the character of Elektra herself, is trying to be cold and not very emotional. But in this one, I thought Jennifer Gardner, for this action movie, she did a good job of being so, for me, felt so real in her performance. Like, it's a good performance. Like, she actually is really, really great in this movie. And she does scream badass throughout, in my opinion. Like, she really does sell this badass character. It reminded me of something like Atomic Blonde that came out last year, where, like, she's kind of invincible completely. Like, she gets wounds, she gets stabs, but of course she makes it out. Of course she lives, but it's one of those movies where it's like, oh, she's really invincible even though she gets injured really bad, but she still will make it out. So I in terms of that, in terms of just being fun, dumb entertainment, this was really, really fun. I was never bored, even though this is a story that's been done billions of times. Family gets murdered, and the person who survives goes out for revenge, and it's basically her just killing off the rest of this group of these drug lords, and it's pretty much just that. It's just her killing people, and it's fun. It's fun and entertaining with a really likable performance. The movie itself is not good or great, but it's like she's great and she's really fun and entertaining, and the movie itself is so dumb, it's really fun and entertaining for me. So that's what I'm going to say about it. I think that it was really stupid, but it was a fun time. I wasn't bored, I wasn't angry at it. I was just like, okay, this exists, this is fun. With a solid performance from Jennifer Gardner, who I really love, and I think that she just did great in this. And I think, like I said, just overall, it's mostly competently made. Like, it's got a plot to it. But it's like, again, it's a dumb action movie. It's not supposed to be like anything smart or creative. So overall, just really had fun with this. Just really fun, silly, dumb movie.